Hey there. We're going to look at the Lemon Squeezy API today with API Insights to see how good it is. Let's go squeeze some lemons. So what is Lemon Squeezy? They're an alternative to Stripe, so they can handle payments over their API for you. And I must say, they've got a nice website. As you can see, they've got pretty clean documentation, but what I'm not seeing here is any way to get that Open API specification. So I did what any sensible techie would do. I asked Twitter. Unfortunately, this led me to Postman, which I soon found out I need an account to download it. Quick Google sign in later, I could download the specification and be on my way. This introduced me to my next problem. How do I turn a Postman collection into an Open API file? Let's go to the terminal and find out. Like most problems, I found an npm package to solve it. There's one called Postman to Open API. That's a global CLI command. Once installed, it's pretty quick to change. One command and away we go. The biggest downside was the Open API spec that was generated relied on Postman environment variables. Not so handy. So all I needed to do was to change the server URL, get rid of the description, and it's a pretty good Open API spec. So now I can upload the specification to API Insights and get my report in a few seconds. So what does the report score on? If we click on this box here, we can see that we have a grading score from A to F, which equates to a percentage. So you can see Lemon Squeezy got a D. That's not so bad. They got good performance, pretty good design. Maybe we're not seeing everything with security. So the design, they're failing on the robust responses, rate limiting, and consistent pluralization. There could be reasons for these. There could be things that we aren't seeing that aren't in the specification. But overall, it's pretty good. Looking at the performance score, there's nothing I can say. They're doing well on everything. Only thing that's been skipped is the response size, which, as I said in the last video, from a spec and one request, we can't see enough to give an accurate score on that one, so it's skipped because you need something like Treblle on your API to understand how that response size grows with certain requests. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, security. As you can see, it's the worst score for this report. They are authorizing pretty much most requests, if not all, and they have got secure URLs. But we aren't able to detect some security improvement headers that they could be adding. Either they aren't documented, they're not on the requests we're checking. There's no way to tell without diving in really deeply. So one thing I didn't show you last time was the ability to download your report. You can click the download button up here on the top right, download a PDF, and go view it so that you've got a record for later on if you would like it. Pretty handy. Once you've downloaded your report, you may want to share it. You can share it directly from the app itself or from the website. Click up the top right on the share button, choose the way you want to share it, and I'm going to stick it in my notes for now. And then take it from my notes, and I'm going to post it to Twitter so that I can share it with people who are maybe in my circle. So once you've shared it to Twitter, or shared it wherever it might be, other people can see it, click it, and go view that report. Overall, I'd say that the Lemon Squeezy API is a very good API. There's a few things we're not detecting, but it does not mean that they're not there. What we are seeing is that it's a very performant API, pretty well designed from what we can see, and from a security perspective, it's following at least some best practices, but we're not able to see some things that we would like to see. To generate your API Insights report, visit apiinsights.io or search on the Mac store for API Insights.